And this is Erin Bassett with Mixology Crafts, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this flower for this necklace that I made with the Knifty Knitter. And this is the flower loom. It also comes with this little needle that has a really big eye on it, so you can thread yarn or ribbon or whatever through it. We're not going to be using that part today, so you can just set it aside. Just hold on to it, don't lose it. So let me show you how to get started. I'm obviously using yarn today with this, but for my flower I used a 1.5-inch satin ribbon, and you'll need about 1.5 yards of it for this. That'll be more than enough ribbon. So to get started, you're going to take your loom, and it has this little knob at the top of it. I like to just secure my yarn to that with just a loose little knot, and that way I'll have a tail to work with later, and then while I'm using my loom it'll be nice and secure. So I secured it on there, and the whole idea of this loom is you're going to be wrapping it around one peg and then go directly over and wrap it on the next peg, and you'll just continue doing that, crisscrossing in the middle through your whole circle. For this flower I only went around once because my ribbon was pretty thick, but if you're using a thinner ribbon or yarn you can go around definitely more than once. Use your imagination. So I'm going to get started and you can watch. It doesn't matter which way you wrap your yarn around, if you're going clockwise or counterclockwise. Oops, that one popped off. Okay, so once I get all the way around it, I like to just take whatever I have left over and feed it through the center of it. And of course, if your ribbon is really thick, it's going to be harder to fish through there, but totally doable. So I just get that all the way through there. And then I also take that little starter piece and fish that through the back as well. And then I can tie those together. So the trick is to gently untie that. There we go. Okay, so once I have those fished through, I can just flip it over and tie them together. And that'll make it nice and secure. Okay, so the next thing that I did is I needed all those center pieces of my ribbon to be secure. So I just used a needle and thread and ran it up and down a couple times through the center. You could also use fabric adhesive if you want to. A liquid adhesive would work just as well. So once you get that secured, you can then either remove the pegs and that will release your flower, or you can gently slip them off each peg. Once your flower is taken off of the loom, you can go ahead and decorate it. I went ahead and used some Angelina fibers. I bonded those together and adhered that to the center, as well as a little piece of fabric that I just hand cut into a circle shape, and then a little metal doodad that I picked up at, I believe, Michael's. And I just glued those all into the center. You then have those extra tails on the back of your flower, and you can just go ahead and tie it directly onto your necklace or a headband or whatever you're putting it on.